So to create a Pinterest ad, go to ads.pinterest.com and then click the plus sign in the top right. And in the drop-down, click Create Ad. So on the next page, you'll choose the campaign goal that best reflects the actions most important to your business. The goal you pick for your campaign determines how your pins get promoted. So for engagement ads, you pay only when people engage with your promoted pin, such as clicks, close-ups, or repins. For traffic ads, you only pay when people click on your promoted pin to visit your website. So depending on your content, you'll be able to decide between these two campaign types. Personally, I like driving people to my website and then capturing them via that website tag, and then I can remarket to them on other social media networks. But if you have really good content, great how-to guides, maybe a great recipe, things that will go viral easily on Pinterest, then a boost engagement isn't a bad idea, because then you're relying on your fans and fans of fans to repin your article, repin your post, repin that image of the recipe, and so on. But personally, I skew more towards traffic ads just because I can give them that same article on my website, and I get to capture them to remarket to later on. But play with both, especially if you have content that you think is very repinnable, especially if you create content that you're getting a lot of repins for organically. Throw a boosted engagement behind that, and it'll really explode in repins. So choose your campaign goal. For this example, I chose traffic to send people to my website. So you're going to name your campaign and then choose your daily budget. Like I mentioned, I like to split test those two images and then the two texts for each one of those images. So I do many small campaigns that are all $1 or $2 a day. So pick your budget and then click Pick a Pin button in the bottom right. So the default Pick a Pin screen is scrolling through all your pins to find the pin that you want to promote. You can also type in a keyword or a URL to search for a specific pin in that top right search box. Personally, what I like to do is sort by most clicked or most repinned to promote those popular pins, especially if I do an engagement ad. If it's popular already, putting a little money behind it and boosting it to those specific search keywords really can increase those pins. Once you click a pin you would like to promote, you'll be sent on to step 3 in the promoted pin process. So in this final step, you'll be deciding where you want to send your traffic and what traffic you want to target. So first, fill out your promoted pin name with a specific name and objective for your promotion. This really helps you in analytics and reporting later on. So I name what website I'm doing, then I name the objective is traffic, and then pin. Next, type in the destination URL for when people click your promoted traffic pin. This is the exact same setup as the engagement ad. So when people click your ad, it tells them what website they'll be taken to. So next, you'll be asked to input terms related to your pin. So by terms, Pinterest is referring to keywords. So these are keywords that people would be searching on Pinterest that would display your promoted pin. So if you're a cake decorator, I would use the terms like wedding cake, cake decoration, custom cakes. You know your brand best. Use keywords you already use for search engine optimization, titles on your website, titles of your products. Start to write down and research the keywords that people use to currently find your website or products online. Again, refer to the Keywords 101 lecture in the Facebook section of this course for a refresher in keywords. A key feature of Pinterest advertising is keyword optimization. Pinterest guidelines state you can select up to 150 keywords for each promoted pin. Try to target at least 20 to 30 terms per pin for greater coverage. Add terms that accurately reflect your products and or brand. When you add terms, Pinterest will make a few suggestions for your pin based on popular searches. When adding terms to your Pinterest ad, go for specific, broad, and general keywords. So take a look at this pin of this high heel. The keywords that I would pick, first for specific, stiletto high heels, lace pumps, open toe pumps. As you can see, these are very specific to what this type of shoe is. Next, broad keywords, beautiful high heels, formal shoes, wedding shoes. Still talking about the heel, but a little bit more broad. Then finally, general keywords, women's fashion, fashion trends, formal event attire. These are general, but may pique that person's interest just because it's in that category. So as you build out these keyword lists, instead of actually inputting each term or searching for it, you can just scroll down and click Import Terms. So right here you can paste the actual keywords in, just comma separated, or if you're copying them from an Excel spreadsheet, use line breaks. So that's just an inner or return key between each keyword. So the great thing to do as you start to build these Pinterest campaigns, just build a Word doc file of all your keywords and just have them comma separated so you can quickly paste them in here. But if you're just starting out, that's fine. We can search for terms. So for an example, online courses. So to add a term, just click the plus sign. As you can see, one term has been added, and it gives you related terms. So you can scroll through these and see if anything is relevant. Online courses free. Online courses tips. So now just keep searching for terms and try to get to that 20 to 30 term mark. So next we scroll down and pick your specific location where you want to target. So either all US locations or pick specific locations within the US and Canada. So for this we can target specific cities, states within the United States. So this is really great for local businesses, or if you know your sales are very high in New York or Los Angeles, we can target those cities. Again, A/B split test so you can see what variable is working better in your Pinterest ads. So let's just select all US locations. Next, pick your specific languages. Pinterest is available in quite a few languages, so a safe bet for most brands is to just go all languages, so you're casting a wider net. If you're promoting a mobile app, that's where devices come in. You can pick specific devices to show this promoted pin on. I like to choose all devices because there still is a good percent of people that still access Pinterest from a desktop device. But again, if you're promoting something that's just mobile based, this is how you can target that specifically. So people only on those devices will see your promoted pins on Pinterest. So we select all devices, keep scrolling down. So the next section is gender. A crazy statistic is that over 80% of Pinterest is women. So you should think of that while you're creating ads. Is this something that's appealing to women? Does using Pinterest as an ad platform make sense for my brand? Because I'm mainly targeting women. So I usually select all genders just because there's a possible extra 20% of people I'm picking up by selecting males as well. Finally, your maximum CPC. This is your cost per click. So that's cost per person you drive to your website. Since this is a traffic ad, so the max I usually select is $1 because I like to do split testing. I like to promote one pin and then a varying description with that. Then I'll use that same description with a different photo. So minimally, I test 2 photos and 2 sets of descriptions to see what gets the best click-through rate. Then just click promote. So the only difference between creating traffic and engagement ads on Pinterest is this final step. For traffic, you set a max CPC, or cost per click bid, while on engagement ads, you set a max CPE, or cost per engagement bid. I personally recommend and start all my bids for CPE and CPC at $1. Then I can work up or down based on how that pin performs. So basically, if you're not getting any clicks, you'll know that the pin bid for those words, that the pin bid for those keywords is going to take a little bit higher bid. If you're getting a ton of repins, a ton of clicks to your website, and you want to save a little money, just lower that bid, and it'll slow down the clicks, slow down the clicks, slow down the engagements. You can edit a campaign's name, end date, or daily budget. You can edit a campaign's name, end date, or daily budget. You can also pause a campaign at any time. Just click the Ads menu in the top left nav bar and select the type of past campaign you want to edit, whether it's traffic or engagement. Once on this specific campaign listing page, click any campaign that you want to edit. Once you've clicked a specific campaign listing, click the Edit Campaign button at the top right of that campaign page. An Edit This Campaign pop-up will appear. Here you can change that name, the start and end date, your daily budget, or if you want to pause that campaign. Then just click Save Changes. Also, while on this campaign page, you can scroll down and click any specific promoted pin for this campaign. Once you click on one of those pins, you can click the Edit Promote button in the top right corner of that specific pin. Then you'll land back on your ad targeting screen to edit your promoted pin, add keywords to it, or delete them. Finally, you'll be asked to set up your billing. Info for the first time. You'll be asked to set up your billing info the first time you promote a pin. If you ever need to update those details, or just see your past charges, click that Ads menu and then click Billing under that menu.